A warm welcome to you all. Welcome to lesson 12. Thank you to our anonymous sponsor, partner with Mr. Anonymous. There is a unique sponsorship link in the description below. Our goal is to make Chassidus accessible to all. And for that, we are learning terminology to unlock Chassidus. That's our goal. There is a link in the description to the document that we're learning. But first, we're going to learn terminology. When you learn the Holy Tongue and understand the corresponding English word, it gives you a depth in the Holy Tongue that you probably wouldn't have thought of before. The first word is the word gam. Gam means also. But the English word to help you remember that word is to jam together. Like music, people that play music, they jam together. So get that gam. Gam means also like jamming together. The next word is the word loy. Loy means not. And also if we read the word backwards, it actually means the same thing. Al. Al. So the backwards version of it is found in English. Illegal means not legal. Illegible means not legible. Illegitimate means not legitimate. Al or loy, not. Okay, the next word is yuchal. Yuchal, actually the root of the word yuchal is from the word chol, which is whole. Now yuchal means ability, but that means you don't have the whole thing. You're not able. You don't have the whole thing, so that's why you're not able. You yuchal. Okay, the next word is lesaper, to say over a story. In English, the word to help you remember that, to say over, is the word sphere, to give over the whole sphere of something. Safer, sphere. Okay, the next word is lezulase. Lezulase means somebody else. The English word is zulas, salute. Zulas, salute. Because you salute to another person. Lezulase, you salute another person. Okay, the next word is oisai. Now, oisai is from the word like s, which is actually is. Like something exists. So oisai means to, like, to him, to it. So because it is. Oisai, it is. The next word is ra. Ra means to see. Now, if you read the word backwards, you get which is light in the Holy Tongue, in Lashon HaKodesh, because in order to see, you need light. When you shed light on something, you see. So ra means to see. Backwards, it means which is light, and that's also an English word, aura. Aura, the aura of something is the light. The next word is b'tvius, or teva, b'tvius. So this is a little bit of a jump. If you listen carefully, if you take the sound t, is done without voice. If you just add voice to the same movement of the mouth, it becomes d. So here's without voice, here's with voice, the same movement, d, same thing. Now, so t and d are connected. Now, v is definitely with voice. If I just take away my voice from the same movement, it becomes f. V without f. So p, p. So p and f are connected. This one's just a blast. The other one is like a long sound. F, and p is the blast of the same thing. So now b'tvius, we're going to take the t and we're going to make it a d, and we're going to take the v and make it a p. Okay, the d and p is deep or dive. Deep dive, because teva means an imprint. It's an imprint of nature. God makes an imprint into the matter, and that it should behave in a certain way. And that's why teva means nature, because it's an imprint. Teva means an imprint, God's imprint into how things should behave. So that's why deep dive is the idea of an imprint. So teva is the nature of things. It's really a deep imprint. Deep, teva. Deep imprint. The next word is v'chein, and v'chein means also. Now, what's a chain or cane? What's a cane? A cane is a stick. like a stalk, like a trunk. So what does a trunk do? It connects the branches. So the chen means also. When you now we're getting a deeper understanding in this word, chen, and also because you're now getting the picture, you're now starting to picture a trunk, a chen, which is connecting two parts. It means this and this. Okay, so you get a deeper understanding in the holy tongue. Okay, the next one is Ezer, or Ezer comes from the word ze or zot. What does a zot sound like in English? It sounds like that. Well, that's what it means. Zot means that. So Ezer, so that, a certain thing that is that. Okay, the next word is svara. Svara is a intellectual concept, but the English word is sapphire, because every intellectual concept is a sapphire that shines. That's what happens when you understand. It's the light bulb goes on. It's a sapphire that shines. So svara is a sapphire. It's an intellectual concept that shines. The next word is hashkafa. Hashkafa is the scope or skeptic, because it's an outlook, the way you see something. So if you want to see something accurately, you don't accept, you question, so that you're a skeptic. A skeptic is somebody who's trying to make their own outlook of the scope, skeptic of the scope of the idea. Hashkafa is the outlook. Okay, Rishona means the head, like the word Rosh. It's like the word rise. It's like the skeptic that's trying to get the scope at the first rise of the day to be able to see the scope. The next word is bilti. Well, bilti comes from the word loy, which the other way around means al, which means not. Like illegal, so bilti also means not. Okay, the next one is, we've had this before, ikuv is the hoof, like putting your hoofs down and spending time on something. Voy is the English word via, to him, to it, via. You weigh via the thing, you go into this thing, you go through that place, voy, in him. The tachlisa, the root word of that is chol, which is whole, in the English word whole. So if you want to get to the end of something, we mean whole, as in getting to the end of something. So those are the words for today. And now let's read inside. So what happens when we only do surface study? What happens when we do surface study? This is the lesson. V'gam, and also you're gonna jam together. What's gonna happen? That means and also jam, and also when it come together, loy, like backwards is illegal. You're not going to yuchal holistically have the ability lesaper, to tell over, which is to sphere. You're not going to be able to give this sphere. You won't have the ability to give the sphere, lesaper, the sphere, to tell over, lezulase, to salute somebody else. You won't be able to give the salute to somebody else if you only do surface study. Rake, rak means rake. You're going to rake away. The only thing you're going to have is klaliyos, the holistic inyan. Inyan is like the word in the thing. In the thing, you're only going to have the holistic idea. I say what it is. I say what it is. I say adavar, this davar word, this thing. Word is the way to remember it, but it really means the thing, because God's word are things in the world. So you only be able to have the holistic picture, but you really won't be able to lesaper, to give over the whole sphere of it. Shira, which aura, which you soar with the light, with your own light. Bhavaras ayin, havara, over, with the passing over, ayin, of the eye, V'loy and loy is like illegal. You won't be able to. B'tvius, tvius is deep with an imprint. You won't be able to. You won't have an imprint, ayin, of an eye. Chlal, like the word kal. It's like dead. Like you won't be able. It's like totally dead. You won't be able to have a eye that sees the imprint. V'chein, and also like the word cane, like the trunk of a tree that connects, and also in other words, this is connected to the next thing. Havaras ein haseichel, the avaras, the overpassing of the eye of the seichel, of the psychology. In other words, there's the eye with the brains. Be'ezeh, in remember zeh is like zot, like that. In that sfara, in that concept, in the English word is sapphire, you won't be able to have access to the sapphire. You won't have access to the sapphire if you only pass over with your eyes and do surface learning. B'hashkafa rishena, in the skeptic scope of the rise, the first skeptic, the sun rises, and you question everything, and you get a scope of the picture. Well, you won't have a deep dive. You won't understand the imprint, because you're doing bilti ikov, illegal, illegitimate. It's like without the hoof. You're going without the hoof, va'amada, and without the moat. The moat stops a person crossing, stops forward progression. So you won't have that forward progression. La'ain by hatev, to eye via this thing, hatev, in read it backwards, hatev vet, like really well, like really good. You because you didn't hoof it. You didn't hoof it. V'la yada, and illegal. You will not yada, like the word data. You will not know bisfarazu, in this sapphire, l'tachlisa, till the whole end. You won't know the whole picture, so you won't be able to give over the sapphire. And one thing I'm getting through reading this with the corresponding English words, it's so visual. There's a lot of imagery that's happening when we're reading this. There's a lot of imagery that the English is giving to the Holy Tongue. And just look at it. There's so much imagery that just gives a certain concrete clarity to what the Mittler Rebbe is saying, what the author is saying. So explain this to the friend, to a friend, but use that imagery that the English, the wealth of the English language that helps us understand what the Holy Tongue is saying, and share it. Share this video. Just, a friend, reach out to them, tell them this is a really good video, share it with them. Go down right now, just press the word like, subscribe if you want to, and spread this to the world. See you in the next lesson. Have a good day.